Good day, class. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to run your Java program on Windows operating system using the DrJava IDE. So when you get to your system on the desktop, ensure that DrJava icon is on your desktop. The next thing to check out for is a folder, Java Practical Exam. Ensure that these two are on your desktop. If you can't find them on your desktop, please call the attention of the invigilators so that they can assist you. Alright, having said that, let's start. The first thing to do is to open DrJava IDE. So I will double click it and wait for it to load. Okay, once it has loaded, what I will do first is to put my identity as comment. So my name is Kenneth Isaac is my name, and my NAT number is ICT/225-124-9875. That's my MAT number. So this is the first thing you do, your name and your MAT number. If you don't do it, you may never get your results. So ensure you write your name and your MAT number as comment first of all before your coding. So I already have some code in my copy, so I will just paste it and edit it. So public class, the name of this class should be the same thing as your name. So my name is Kenneth, I will write Kenneth Isaac. I will not separate the two names. I will only separate them by using uppercase to start Isaac, so that when somebody look at it, he can easily see that this is two names, Kenneth Isaac. Don't put space in between them the way you have it on the comment. If you do, there will be a problem. Okay, let's assume that this is my program and that I assume it is correct. It's the compiler that will tell me whether I am really correct or not. So ordinarily, I introduce several errors in this program so that you will see how to go about them if you encounter them in your exam. So having finished my program, the next thing to do is to compile it. When there is error, the compiler will not go through, the compilation will not go through. But the first thing the compiler will want to do is to check to make sure that this file is saved. So if it checks and discovers I have not saved this file before, the first thing that will happen is that it will take me to where I will save my file. And remember, where you will save your file is on that folder, Java Practical Exam, that is on your desktop. So you have to look for your desktop and look for that folder, Java Practical Exam. That is where you are going to be saving your own program. So I'll say compile. Right, this is where I will save my program. But looking at this, you will discover that somebody's name is showing, Ifeanyi Okeke. This was the person that used this same system before me. So that is why I'm seeing where he saved his work. So what do I do? Should I also save my work where he saved his work? No. I'll go to the home button. I'll click on the home button. The home button will take me to desktop. I will now look for Java Practical Exam folder. I'll double click it. Wow, 4 persons have already written exam on this system before me. Ifeanyi Okeke have written, Ikenna Aldo have written, Ikenna James have written, James Paul have also written. So the next thing is for me to create my own folder just like they did. So my name is Kenneth Isaac. So sorry, I'll come here, this button called create new folder. I'll click on it and save the folder with my name, Kenneth Isaac. So that is the name of the folder. I'll open the folder because that's where I will be saving my work. So I have to open it. So now I am inside my own folder. The next thing is to save my file. Alright, when saving your file, the name you will give your file must match with the name of the class. So the name of this file should be Kenneth Isaac combined, the way it is. But in your own case, you may discover something that the compiler have already suggested a name for you. This will happen if you don't have error in your class declaration. I know I'm having this challenge. Why the compiler is not suggesting a name for me is because public is wrongly spelled, class is wrongly spelled. So because of that, the compiler could not create a name for me. So as even my public and class were rightfully spelled, the compiler will by itself give me this name as my file name. But since it didn't give me, let me do it. But if it gave you because your own is correct, don't bother, just click on save. Don't change it. Kenneth Isaac. Make sure the spelling is the same with what is there. Kenneth Isaac. So I'll click on save. Wow, like I told you, there was error. So each time you see this yellow color, it indicates that there is syntax error in your program, that you are missing one or two rules. Then DrJava will also help you. DrJava will not just paint it color yellow, it will take you to the line where it thinks the error is coming from. You see line 3, that's why on the code line 3 is painted yellow. Then another thing you will observe is that you will see your cursor blinking. Look at my cursor, it's blinking, telling me that the problem is coming from public. So I'll go and change the public to small letter P. I'll compile again. If I compile again, it will not take me to where I will save because I've already saved. It will just compile now because it has been saved. So compile again. Wow, the problem still has not gone completely. Still on line 3. What is it saying? Class interface. So where is the cursor now pointing? The cursor have left P in public because I've removed the capital letter in public to small letter. It's now pointing to C in class. So class is supposed to be small letter. So that's why it's pointing at that place. Let me compile again. The problem is not completely solved. It has now gone to line 5. And what is it saying? Error, semicolon expected. Okay? And where is it pointing? It's pointing to where the semicolon is expected to be. Can you see the cursor blinking there? So I'll go there and put the semicolon and compile it again. The problem still has not gone. But like we said, it will always tell you where the error is coming from. On line 4, it says class string. String is a class. Therefore, it should start with a capital letter. And that is why the cursor is pointing at X in string. I'll change it to capital letter S. I'll compile again, hoping all is well. Another error again on line 5. It says package system does not exist. Package system. System as a package should start with capital letter, but mine is starting with small letter. That's why it's pointing at that place. So I will change it to system. I hope all my problems are finally resolved. Let me compile. Good. From what the compiler is saying, it says I have no longer violated any syntax error. That's why the compilation completed. When you have not violated syntax error, it does not mean your error is completely gone. There is what we call logic error or runtime error. So you may still have runtime error, which will come when you want to run the program. Compilation will detect syntax error, but when you want to run the program, you may encounter runtime error. So, but what I will do, let me run the program and see whether it will work. Beautiful. Hello world has worked. But I will introduce runtime error to this program now, and you will see what I mean. I will change main to capital letter M and compile. You can see compilation is completed, no problem, but let me go and run it. Are you seeing static error? Now no more yellow, but now a red color flag. So you see that. What is it complaining about? It says this class does not have a static void main method. Static void main. Remember what we have is static void main with capital letter instead of main with small letter. So you see, because I changed main to capital letter, it's no longer being seen as the right thing. So your main should always be small letter, because that's the first method the operating system will look for to start executing your program. So take note, public should start with small letter, class should start with small letter, static should start with small letter, void should start with small letter, main should be all small letter as well, then string should start with capital letter, system should start with capital letter, out small letter, print small letter. These are the common errors you can have or can face while writing your program. When you encounter errors in your program, don't let it throw you off. You can see we had many errors, but we are debugging them one after the other. DrJava was taking us to where the errors were coming from, and we were removing them one after the other. So when you encounter error in your program, don't be afraid. Just settle down and debug it. Remove the errors one after the other. You will see that your program will finally work. So let's compile again. Compilation completed. Then let's run the program. Hello world is displayed. So this is the end of the video. Remember, your first thing you have to do on this IDE is to enter your name and your mat number. If you don't enter your name and mat number, you may never get your result. Thank you so much. I wish you success in your exam. God bless you. My name is Mr. Ifeanyi.